Now, all of my pattern line, it has super easy instructions on how to do this. And I'm talking about the pattern line because this is going to be the next pattern in the line in December. The only skill that you need to have is to use a sewing machine. Other than that, you can do it. You can totally do it. Doesn't matter if you're a cosplayer, if you sew clothing, if you've made a quilt before or not. If you can use a sewing machine, you can make a quilt. There we go. Okay, why does my thing say currently offline? That is weird. It says I have 0 dropped frames. Yeah, I guess it's not offline. It went offline? That's really strange. It must be Twitch. Yeah, they had to yeah, I just refreshed myself. That is so super weird. Huh. I wonder if it was a Twitch bug because my OBS have had 0 dropped frames. Yeah, oh, yeah. Twitch has been twitchy today. I completely agree. That is super, super weird. I was watching people earlier today, and it was like all buggy, and yes. You know what? I think that's it. I think it was the update. It is called Twitch. That's true. It's funny because for a while there I was talking to myself. I'm like, there's nothing going on in chat. This is really weird. And then I'm like, and then I glanced over and I saw, hey, it says I'm offline on my screen. Yep. Oh well. So I am not, yeah, it's all Doug's fault. He tripped over the cord. Oh, yeah, Usa's right. Normally Twitch is glitchy for her. That's so funny. So, to Wolf, I am not a techie person at all. I don't understand lots of things. Why is that not a good thing that the beta version is no longer available for us to click on? Does that mean because they're not working on kinks anymore, or... Oh, okay, so you can't go back to the state. Okay. So by making everyone use beta, it basically forces them to figure out what the problems are and fix them. Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense. Yeah, we were just actually talking about that girl, November. Apparently, it said that I was offline for a moment, even though my OBS says I have 0 dropped frames. So, Twitch is getting super glitchy today. So, everyone said once they refreshed, it was fine. But how long? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, lovely Twitch. Because of course, with that now, it's slowly going back up. But with that lovely glitch that just happened, I dropped 10 viewers. So hopefully people realize that I am still streaming if they want to come and watch. So with my borders, I always just iron the seams out. For this quilt, for the past 2 days, I've been showing you how to put this together and how important it is to iron your seams a certain way. It does not make a difference how you iron the seams on the borders. You can iron them out. You can iron them open. You can iron them in towards the quilt. It's whatever you prefer. Hey, Coco Collins, how are you? Yeah. Wait. That sucks. So there's no longer communities within Creative? I didn't realize that. Aww. So the keywords that I use is the sewing, quilting, naughty by nature. So hopefully those keywords will get me people. So, Girl November, Coco Collins and I realized we only live like 2 hours from each other. So I think we're gonna go get a bite to eat sometime in the next few weeks. Plus, she won one of my giveaways, so it's easy for me to just go and like give it to her. I always like it when I find out that people are within like driving distance. Yeah, there's lots of issues going on with. So you've got the category issues, and then of course the oh yeah, and food. So yeah, who doesn't want to get together with another streamer and eat food? It's amazing. And of course the new achievement stuff that they came out with. So for those of you that haven't seen, Twitch released achievements. So you can go to your dashboard and you can actually look at achievements as a streamer and see where you stand. And they have ways to get affiliate, ways to get partner. So it's... The positive of this is I know what I need to strive for. And I need to strive for an average of 75 viewers within a 30-day period in order to make partner. So, that being said, I am going to try to support all of my teammates as much as I possibly can. I'm going to encourage everyone to watch Naughty by Nature and So Be It on a regular, like seriously. So if you don't know about the Stream Team thing yet, which hopefully you do, but if you don't, click on that little Naughty by Nature thing just below my video and it'll bring up a page for Naughty by Nature. Bookmark that. If you ever want to see awesome creative content, go there and find a streamer. It's amazing. Oh, Coco Colleen's. I hit the 300 mark today. So my, oh wait. Did I not? I updated that wrong. Stream elements. I thought I did this. Apparently I didn't save it. 300 follower giveaway. November 16 at 2 p.m. Save. There we go. I thought I saved that before. Apparently I didn't. I think I know where I'm going to bring you for whatever. Ooh. Okay. That's fine. I told you. It's you just tell me breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then I'll tell you a time, and then you tell me where I'm going. So, because you know the area better than I do. So, yeah, no, that'd be totally fine. That'd be fine. So, yeah, so I hit 300, so I'm going to be giving away one of my patterns tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And you know, I may just have to, like, IRL stream for, like, 10-15 minutes while be like, oh my gosh, we're together in public. I had so much fun at TwitchCon, meeting all of the Naughty by Nature people and going to the meetup. It was, like, I cannot wait for TwitchCon next year. I had a quilt guild that wanted me to speak at the end of October, and I was looking at the dates and I'm going, I don't know. That's the same weekend that TwitchCon was at this year, and I can't take the chance until I know what the dates are. So I moved it to November. I'm like, I can do November. Yeah, if they don't have Wi-Fi, it's not a problem. I actually use my my internet on my phone on a regular basis. I have unlimited internet. And we don't have to stream. We can just go out and have a good meal and have a good time. Yeah, no, the in order to get affiliate, it is super, super easy. It's the path to partner that's a little more difficult now. But before, it was very, very subjective, it seemed like. But at least now, I have goals that I can work towards. So I am almost always going to try to have a teammate being streamed on my site at all times. And whenever I am near my computer or my tablet or my iPad, I'm going to be watching a streamer. Whether I'm doing something else or not, I'm going to be watching a streamer, and I'm going to be, even if I have to mute it, I'm going to be watching one of my stream team. Because I'm going to try to get more people in my stream team to make partner. And if that's what you can do, then that's what we're going to do. Yeah, see, the 75 average viewer, that is going to be the hardest part over a 30-day period. It's like, and it's hard for even current creative partners to reach that, unfortunately. It's 75 is average per stream over a 30-day period. And I think you have to stream something at least like 15 times or something. Yeah, and we actually were talking about that. But like Coco Colleen said, at least we now have a tangible goal that we can work towards. And you don't feel like it's subjective anymore. Yeah, that's true. Stream 12 days, okay. See, and for me, while I'm home in my studio, I'm going to stream every single day. So the daily is not a problem. And then when I'm on the road, I stream at conventions. So streaming on a regular basis for me is never a problem. Yes, no, and Girl November's absolutely right. So even if you meet all of those goals, it's still not guaranteed you can be a partner. It just unlocks the apply button now. They still have to like your content, they still have to like the channel, they still have to want you to be a partner. See, and for me, I have so many contacts within the quilting world, within the fabric and thread and all of these big companies that I have contacts in, and I talk to them about Twitch all the time, and I keep trying to get them involved with Twitch, either by sponsoring streamers like you guys, by, you know, even creating their own channel where they feature different streamers that use their products. I keep really trying to get it, and I've only gotten one company on board with it. All the other companies, they look at it and they go, well, I don't know. If I can make partner, it's going to put a lot more weight behind what I say to these companies. So, and it's very hard because there's not a lot of quilters on Twitch, and trying to get them to embrace Twitch is a hard thing. See, but too, Wolf, it's funny because whenever I first started streaming, I streamed a couple of months where I was lucky if one person watched me, because I didn't know anyone on Twitch. I didn't know what I was doing, and it took a while to then reach the point where I felt that, you know what, now I'm streaming. Now I've got this. And I started understanding. And I think it really, really helped whenever I joined Naughty by Nature, because they're amazing. They held my hand and they said, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Oh, hey, here's a great bot. Here's this, here's this. And as you've seen since TwitchCon, my streams have changed a little bit. So now I think I'm at the point where I really can get to these companies and get them on board. But now I have to push and make partner in order to get that. And once I get these companies on board, I think the creative really could take off. And we really could make it an amazing place. So I started streaming in March, and then March, April, May, I was lucky if I got a couple of people watching, and then I made a bunch of changes. I redid my whole setup. I did a whole bunch of things at the end of May. Yeah, I saw that this morning. It's unfortunately, it was expected because, you know, she had to step back from sewing with Nancy and she's had cancer. But it's still a blow. It still hurts when you're losing someone like that. So it's, and then in June, I got affiliate status. And then after I got affiliate, I was able to really learn a lot of the ins and outs of Twitch and really kind of understand it and grow it. So I consider myself really streaming since the end of May. Yeah, so I actually do lots of advertising on Facebook, so I'm at conventions. I live stream at conventions now, and I picked up USA because of the Facebook advertising I did while I was at DragonCon. And I did some live streams at DragonCon because DragonCon's freaking awesome. It was amazing. Doug, I cannot go to Macomb, Illinois just to stream your unboxing, but if you want to take a video of your unboxing, I will post the video on my stream. And then that way we're streaming on my stream, okay? Um, so yeah, Dragon Con was amazing because I sold a quilt to Stan Lee. Yeah, and that was my first Dragon Con ever, so yeah. It was awesome. Yeah, no, I've got a picture on my Facebook of Stan Lee with my quilt wrapped around him. Because, it was awesome. And then, it was so super cool. And then I actually had someone take a picture of him, like, holding the quilt, but I'm not allowed to show that picture for, like, a while. I can show people in person. So, Coco Collins, remind me, and I'll show you that picture in person. Because it was taken behind the scenes by someone that shouldn't have been taking that picture. So I can't put that on social media. But I have an awesome picture of Stan Lee, and apparently, the picture of him wrapped, and so he loved the quilt so much, they tried to take it from him and have it at the convention, because it was so cold there. Like, the very first day, as soon as we opened, one of his minions came running around and said, "Hey, someone said you sell quilts." I said, "Yeah." They said, "Stan Lee needs a quilt. Hurry up. It's really cold here." I'm like, okay. And I grabbed one and handed it to her. And she ran off. And I'm like, yeah, I just, like, handed someone one of my quilts. So then a few hours later, she comes back. She goes, "Yeah, so I realized you trusted me and you don't know who I am. I work for Stan Lee. And how much is it? Let me pay you for that now." And then she was, "So because you trusted me," she sent me a picture of him with the quilt draped around him, which was freaking awesome. So the next day, she came and she showed me that picture that I can show you guys in person, but I can't put it on social media. And she said that that night, Thursday night, because it was Friday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Friday night. She said that they tried to take the quilt from him and leave it at the convention so he would have it the next morning. His words were, "No, this is my quilt. I won't lose it or leave it anywhere. You think I would leave this somewhere? No, this is coming with me." And then he had it with him the entire weekend. Hey, Dreaming in Ada, how are you today? I was telling my Stan Lee story. So, yeah, no, it was a very surreal moment for me, and even though I didn't get to meet him, I had pictures of Stan Lee with my quilt, and I'm all like, yeah, it was a very, very surreal all weekend long. Alright, I am almost done with this quilt, and then I can get started on my Amazon Warriors. Yeah, no, and I've got the pictures, I've got the memory. There's so many cool memories that I have doing this through the years, but I think that's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah. Like, and I almost bought a photo or an autograph, because I really wanted to go up to him and be like, "Yeah, hi, I'm the one that made that quilt." Alright, I am done with the sewing portion of this quilt top. Woohoo! Yeah, and it's funny because there are people who are not geeks. You know, they're not into comic books or video games. but they know who Stan Lee is. Oh. When the cat's not sleeping right now, she's wide awake. Her eyes are kind of squinty. It looks like she's falling back asleep again. So for those of you, if this is the first stream that you've watched of mine, my cat is deaf. So we could scream, we can make all sorts of noise, the dogs can go running. Yeah. The cat's not moving or waking up. So she makes for a great cat cam. Oh, and Usa, I have not heard back from the rescue people yet about the cat that we applied for. We've applied for another cat from a rescue group. Because, as you saw earlier with Marley and Alfred, and they're playing, Marley is a ball of energy and love. He has a lot of love to give, and he wants to play all the time. So we're trying to find a kitten or a cat that will bond with a dog so that he can have another animal to play with. Well, see, if we don't get that cat, that's okay. So there's lots of different rescues and lots of different cats. It may take a few months for us to find the right cat, because it's got to be the right cat for Marley, right? Okay, now, I did it really quickly last time, and I realized I forgot to tell you what I was doing. So after you add on the borders the lazy way, where you're just kind of putting it on there, you do have to trim the fabric. So I always just put my rotary cutter, my straight edge here, and just kind of trim off that little thing. Now, any of the quilts that you see me make in the next month and a half, I will have at MagFest. Because MagFest is the next convention that I'm going to be at. I will also be live streaming the entire time, like I did at TwitchCon, while I'm at MagFest. So I will have my big marathon days there. Alright, and that's done. Hey, thank you very much for the host, Catmon Mippy. Alright, where? Oh, there it is. Okay, so now she is done. So you can see how that border really kind of frames her. So you see how the pixels are not all the way out to the edges? It really, that border on there frames it and makes it look nice. It finishes it off, as Two Wolf said. Alright, so she is done. Next. Okay, so before I get started on the Wonder Woman quilts, which are the Amazon Warrior patterns, I am going to clean up a little bit. So how I do that is I take all of my scraps that I'm going to reuse towards the next one, put it on my lovely pattern. And I have an area here. So these are all of my patterns and scrap fabrics for all of my quilts that I currently have in my line. So I'm doing my Amazon Warrior. So I need to find her. This is Pac-Man. I guess I don't have any for Black Mage. Any scraps? Okay, so here's all of my scraps for my Amazon warrior. There we go. That was the, well, because no one's added any quotes in there. I gotta remember how we add a quote. We've only added 2 quotes in there that I can remember. I don't remember how we add quotes. Because we played around with it and we added 2 in and then we haven't done anything since. And for those of you that have not seen her, this is my Amazon warrior pattern. So let me change. There we go. There she is. Okay, so let's get some fabric. That is a fantastic question. In the case of my Amazon warrior, she is an original sprite that I have designed with my business partner. We make sure that the sprites that we design are completely original. They're not taken from any source. It is something that we have created. There are no logos. There are no copyrights. There are no trademarks associated with these sprites. Her name is Amazon Warrior. So whenever you go to purchase this pattern, you're purchasing the Amazon Warrior pattern. You notice how there's nothing on her skirt. There's nothing here. There's no logos or trademarks. So we are not breaking any copyright laws at all. It is 100% legal. Okay, let me get all of my fabrics out. So, purple. And tan. Black. And then I think I'm going to put that onto a half one. Red. Blue. Oh, I don't have any blue there. Blue, yellow, and I already got the purple. Great. Let's make sure that these are all the same colors that I picked before. Yes, yes. Okay, good to go. Yes. If I bedazzle it, it is still protected because it's not a star. It's a Swarovski crystal. So it's completely different. So yeah, they're inspired quilts. So all of my patterns are inspired by something. They're not directly from something. So all right, let me run right down here. So alright, I'm just going to run through each one because I have obviously some old fabrics left over from the last time I made her. And I'm going to be making 2 of her. So everything I'm doing, I'm going to be doubling the pattern because I'm going to be making 2 quilts at the same time. So I'm going to be making double the pieces. Okay, so tan. Alright, I'm gonna need one more. Oh, let me put these over here. Yes. Yeah, in fact, I have a copyright lawyer that I consult on a regular basis for all of my stuff. Because you can never, ever be too careful. Alright, now with my tan, I need tan with blue. Okay. And tan with yellow. So this is a little different than if you're making a quilt from scratch, because I am using pieces I've already made. And tan with black. Okay, I have no tans with black. Tan with yellow. Okay, I've got this, so that's one. Okay, I don't have to make that one. Tan with blue. Or actually I might. Because I'm going to need 8 and 6. Nope, I do need one tan with yellow. Okay. I'm going to be using my amazing Stripology ruler that is my favorite thing in the entire world. Yeah, no, trademarks and copyrights are super, super, super important things. In fact, every single one of my patterns are also copyrighted. So, because these are original sprites that we have created. Yes, so MagFest opens Thursday at 2 o'clock, and it closes Sunday at 5 o'clock, and it's open 24 hours. That is everything. The vendor hall, the games, the concerts, the panels, everything. It's 24 hours. Oh, small business accounting. I'm having major problems because I'm an American that lives in Canada, so my accountant has to be able to file in both places. It is super, super hard to find a small business accountant here that can do both. Okay, so that is my yellow. You know what, I'm going to make some notes on here. Because apparently this is one of my original ones. I have to do some math. Okay. Yeah, it's actually, that actually doesn't surprise me, because the buses to DC are actually cheaper, although you're going to National Harbor, so you're not actually going to DC, so you're going to have to figure out how to get from DC down through National Harbor. And I think all of the buses all of the hotels are full at the moment. Two Wolf lives in Boston. Because she came down for New York Comic Con. I was able to get her a one-day pass for New York Comic Con this year. I try to take care of my mods. Okay, so I did tan with blue. I'm gonna need 10, so I need 20 inches. Nope. Okay, so I need to do a tan with blue. Okay. And tan with black. I will definitely need 2 tans with blacks. So 6, 8. And that's all the tans. And then I need 1, 2, 3.5. The thing with MagFest is you cannot buy just a 1-day pass. You have to buy a weekend. You have to buy a 4-day pass. So if you come down for a day, you're still going to pay for a whole weekend. Oh, I didn't know you were in Virginia, girl, November. That's awesome. My parents live in Maryland. So I used to do lots of the conventions in the area, so I still go down and do a bunch of conventions. Yeah, no, it's they did that last year. They used to have single days, and for some reason they've moved to a system that you have to buy a whole weekend, which is silly. Really, really silly. All right. So when I cut my pieces, I keep my fabric folded in half, and then I put my guide on top, and I cut them 2 at a time. Oh, did you go on my website and scroll down and see it? My husband almost killed me when I did that, because those are my actual addresses. And I'm like, I have alarm systems. I'm in my 40s. No one's gonna stalk me. It's okay. Hey, Busterfer, how are you? It's okay. I actually had this conversation with Nerds and Crafts earlier. I like social stalkers. I found out that she's been social stalking me for a few months, and I didn't realize this. I like social stalkers. They're great. They keep me in business. They're fantastic. I wouldn't be doing as many giveaways on Facebook and stuff if I didn't love social stalkers. Okay, so I need 2 6.5s. I need 20 3.5s. So 9.5. 1, 2, 3.5. And that is going to be too small. Yep, that's trash. Oh, that's not a 3.5. I counted that wrong. That's okay. I'll turn it into a 2. Okay, let me turn these into 2s. And there we go. Hi. How are you? Are you a good boy? No one's given me bits and no one's raided me, honey. Come here. Oh, I know. You're a good boy, aren't you? Here, let's move this fabric. You want to say hi to them? You do. You're a good boy. I don't have anything for you. You haven't heard that little ding. Thank you very, very much for popping by, Azalita. I really appreciate it. I know. Well, just to warn you, they do sell out of tickets. So you will not be able to buy tickets at the door. They will sell out ahead of time. And I think they actually may be closed already. So, because I don't want you to decide that, oh yes, I'm going, and then not be able to get tickets. You're a very good boy, aren't you? Okay, so I've got 2. Well, I've got 1, because remember I'm making 2 quilts, so every cut, even though I'm cutting 2 pieces, I'm counting as 1. So I need 9 more. So I'm definitely going to have to cut another 3.5-inch piece. I did my math wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So I need 3 more. Yeah, and MagFest is one of those conventions that I am not able to get extra passes for, unfortunately. Now, all of this back and forth of me trying to figure out if I need fabric or not, if I followed the pattern exactly how it was, I wouldn't be doing this. But because I'm using fabric left over from previous quilts, look, Daddy says hi. You see Daddy? You see Daddy in the camera? Look, I know. Okay, you can't even spell your dog's name right. It's Marley. You like my husband spelling our dog's name wrong? There we go. Okay, so I have all of my tan. So this is going to go over here. He gave them earlier at the beginning of the stream. So he already gave me 25 bits so the dogs could get them. I know, you're a good boy. Okay, next. Let's do... Nope, black is last. Let's do red. Okay, so red... I've got red and yellow, red and black, and that is it. Okay, and solids, I'm going to be making 6 and 3. Okay, so I need 1, 3.5. Okay, so 1, 3.5. Now, how many 2s do I need? So, red with yellow. Okay, can I get 12 inches out of this? No. Because I'm going to need 6. 6 times 2 is 12 inches. Oh, that sucks. Oh, you're out of bits, Mike? That sucks. Your thing was canceled. It's a good thing you did. You watched your, that you went to your email and you looked at your email instead of, like, going there and finding out that it was canceled when you got there. So welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to need 5.5. Okay, that's for the red and yellow. Red and black. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need 1 more. Am I going to need 2, though? Yep, I'm going to need 2. So 7.5. 9.5. And then that is it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you watch ads, you can get free bits. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because every time I look at it for some reason, it says check back later or something. Not sure why. You know what? That is very, very true. I would rather be lucky than good any day. I love this ruler. Okay, so I need 6 of these, right? Yep. 3, 7, 10.5, 14, 17.5. And move it. I had, if you didn't catch my stream last night, I had a friend over, 17, nope, 16, there we go, who brought me some of her father's t-shirts to turn into a t-shirt quilt. Afterwards, I taught her how to use a sewing machine and actually how to do all this. So I taught her how to rotary cut and showed her the difference between using a ruler like this and using the traditional rulers. That's weird that you watched ads and didn't get bits. I wonder if because Twitch is having issues, if that's having issues too. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stick it there. Three, right? Red, yes, 3. And this is too tiny, so that's trash. So if the scrap isn't at least 2 inches, I throw it away because I want to make sure I give you guys decent scraps. Okay, and the red is good. Hey, Chrissy Ann, how are you? I haven't seen you for a bit. So I've reached the 300 mark. So we are doing our pattern giveaway tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, blue. Okay, we've got blue here. Blue there. And no blue in there. Nope. Oh, there's blue. There's not a lot of blue. Okay, so blue. I need... Okay, I think just 1 thing of blue, and I'm good. I had a long, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday that I was talking about the relationship between streamers and viewers, because I gave an interview to someone who's writing a paper for university about the relationship between streamers and viewers and how you handle trolls and how you do all sorts of things. And the entire time I was referring to... Oh, it's an 877 number. I'm not answering that. I was like, hey, if it was a local number, it may have been about the cat, and I could answer it, but that's 877. That's telemarketer. So the entire time during the interview, I referred... I was referring to viewers as fans and friends. I never said viewers or things like that. And she says, well, why do you refer to them that way? I'm like, well, because you guys get to know me from watching me on a regular basis. I talk about my life. I talk about everything. I get to know you guys. So I consider a lot of you guys my friends because you build relationships. Ooh. Oh yeah, you like my my Halloweeny ringtone that I keep all year long? Yeah, I actually just finished the white mage quilt at the beginning of the stream. So now I'm working on some Amazon warriors. I mean, it's true though. I mean, I consider you guys my friends because you build that relationship. It's kind of like whenever you meet someone online and you have conversations with them and you talk to them, you don't say, "Oh yeah, they're my online friend." You say, "They're my friend." Okay, let's see how many twos I need now. So blue. Okay, I do need one to go with the tan. And then blue with yellow. Yep, I need blue with yellow, so it's a 7.5. And then blue with black. I'll need 2 3.5s and 4 2s, so it's a 3.5. 5.5. Oh, nope, I've got here, so I don't need to cut any more for black. I mean, whenever Usa told us that she got a new job and she starts next Monday, you know how happy that made me? Like, seriously. A futon frame for your craft room. Ooh. So, is it for the craft room, or because you said from the craft room? So, is it new that's coming in that you just bought? Okay, so blue, I need 2 6.5s. You notice how I keep my finger right here so I know where I've left off in my ruler? A 3.5. 3.5. And then I'm going to pause that there. And take one of these here. Because I'll need it too. Welcome back, Raptor. You missed a lot of excitement. Yes, I have moved on to the Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman! Oh, okay, it's your guess so they don't sleep. Okay, I get it now. So, yeah, so Raptor, you missed some excitement. I got rated twice, and we've already done 2 giveaways. So if we get 2 more follows before I finish streaming, we're going to do another giveaway. Yeah, right now I'm just cutting all of the pieces for Wonder Woman. Okay, and there's blue. All right. Go on to yellow. Their lasso of truth. I love Wonder Woman. Okay, I have a confession to make. When they initially filled the role of Wonder Woman and they picked the actress, I was not thrilled. I was not thrilled at all with her portrayal of Wonder Woman in the Batman Superman movie. I thought that she was too thin. She didn't look like an Amazon. I just didn't see how they would get her to work. And I was wrong. I was so wrong. And she is freaking amazing. And it was amazing. I love that movie so much. Okay, yellow. I may be able to get it up high just on this. Okay, yellow. I need 1 3.5, and then 5 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. What did she do? Gal. I can never say her last name right. I like that. What is this magical board you're using for cutting? So this is the Stripology ruler. It is an amazing magical board. It actually has stuff on the back that actually grips the fabric so it doesn't go anywhere. And it allows you to lay it right on the fabric and cut in these little slits. So you don't have to move your roller at all. You can just go boop, 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 and it's fantastic for stripping. It is amazing. And people probably took issue with Gal Gadot not being of Greek descent. It is sorcery. It is amazing sorcery. So it's because I was using this so often, people ask me to carry it at conventions, so I do. The nice thing about Stripology is they support small businesses, and they make us sign an agreement that we will only sell this for $40. So if you buy this, it is Stripology. It's just a Stripology ruler. You can get it online. You can get it at your local quilt or sewing store. You can get it from me at conventions. It's all going to be $40. It doesn't matter where you get it. It'll be $40. So that way you know that it's a good price, because it's the only price you're ever going to get from anyone. So I don't care if you buy it from me or not. You said the word sexual, and so that's why I held it for mod, so I approved it. She went with a certain director who was faced with sexual... Oh, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Yeah, no, Creative Grids is the company, and they do that for all their products. And I really, really like them. They're amazing. So the company does not sponsor me at all. I paid for this myself, but I freaking love them. So don't feel like you have to buy it from me. If you want one, go find it at a local store, quilt or sewing store, if they carry them. Yeah, no, they're awesome. Okay, so yellow. Yeah, I wish more companies would make you sign agreements saying that you only sell things for certain prices. And I looked, too. So whenever people asked me to carry it, I went, I don't want to be undercut. And I went online to everywhere I could find, $40 everywhere. Okay, so I want to do a tan. I think that's fine. Nope, a red. So a tan, a red. The blue I was fine with, right? Nope, it'll be blue. It was the black, it was fine. So one of each of those. I know, right? It's pretty amazing. Wait until you see when I sew the 2-inch strips together and I start going choop 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 choop. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that'll be fine. Okay, so do we need one with purple? And I don't have any yellow and black. Okay, so then one with the black. Okay. Thank you very, very much for hanging out. Thanks for the raid. I super appreciate Girl November. So if anyone has popped in after she raided me, make sure you go follow Girl November. She is awesome. I was watching her play with some yarn today. I love yarn. I have a fascination with yarn. I can't do anything with it. I can't crochet or knit or anything. I suck at it, but I love yarn. It's cool. Okay, and I've got those. All right, now for the purple. Now I have all of these long bits of strips from doing the borders. So I always want to make sure I've got those included. I want to set these aside for my borders. Okay. Okay, purple. It says I need 5 3.5s. So that would be 10 for 2 quilts. So yeah, you're actually going to be able to see me go super fast on this one, Monkey. So I've got 10, 9. I'm going to cut 8 because I think this will be fine here. And then I've got those. Okay. So I need 8 3.5-inch strips. So right here is a 0, so this is where I square it up. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now for strips. Okay, it says 3, so purple. It's only yellow and black. Okay, so for the yellow, yes, I did say I needed 1. So I'm going to start at the 12. So I need 1 yellow, and then black, I have 1 strip. 6, I need 1. Yep, and I'll need 3. So I need 3 to go with the black. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And these are for black. Now every single one of these should be with black. So the red, I don't have any red and blacks, do I? I do. No, okay, I do have two. I was just making sure that every single one of these I do need a black strip for. So I was just rechecking my math. Because I hate it whenever I do a whole bunch of something and I don't need to. Okay, so this is how I use this ruler to cut multiple strips of fabric. Oops. Let me get some water in there. So I keep the fabric folded. So I have a strip here folded in half, nice and ironed. And I'm going to do a second one. And I take the second one and I lay it over top of my first one so it's all lined up. And I actually use the lines on my cutting mat to make sure it's perfectly straight. And then, whenever I use my ruler and I cut, I'm cutting 4 pieces at a time. Alright, let's get cutting. So, I need 17 6.5s. 4, 8, 12. Oops. And then there's some 2s. So there's 4, 8, 12. Now whenever I pick them up like this. Oh, you can't really see it in the stream, can you? So I have it layered like this. So you can kind of see it. So whenever I glance at it, I know I have 3 sets of 4 right away. So it's easy for me as I figure out exactly which pieces I still need to cut. Oh no! I'm already aware that my iron is a transformer. It's okay. And you can ask my regulars. I get upset if someone doesn't freak out about my iron on each stream. Because my iron's freaking amazing and I love it. It is called an Oliso. O-L-I-S-O. It is a touch-sensitive iron. So this way, it's actually more efficient for quilting. So as you see me iron and then let go, I can iron on a faster basis and I can iron better. And it doesn't hurt my wrist doing this over and over. Because I do this for a living. I have to think about, you know, little things like that. And they last a long time. I love it. Alright, so I have 4, 8, 12, 16, and then I'm going to, where is my little, there we go. I'm going to take a 2 out of that one. Okay, so I have 16 3.5. So now I need 16 3.5s. So 1, 2, 3.5. There's 4, 8, 12. Oh, you know what I did? I've been counting the actual ones, and I didn't double it. Well, shoot. It confused me the first time I caught the stream. I couldn't work out what that noise was. Yeah, because it goes... Root, root, root. Yeah, it actually makes noises. It does it, too. Okay, so I actually need 34 6.5s. I have 4, 8, 12, 16. I forgot. See, and I'm looking going, wait, I have a lot extra strips. Why do I have all these extra strips? And then it dawned on me. Tony, you're doubling the pattern. You're making 2 quilts. That's funny. It is, if you look up Elisa's, they're a little pricey. But they are amazing. And it really, like, I was talking, oh, that iron. Why did it not allow that one? That's really weird. I just looked up and I saw it flagged that one. I'm like, why did it get flagged? I think it's because you said, like, a slattern. I don't know. That's really weird. There's nothing wrong with what you said there. Yeah. Oh, hey! I got some new follow. Thank you very, very much, Welsh Troll. I appreciate that follow. Alright, guys, one more follow, and you're gonna get a 3rd giveaway this stream. And I'm going to the post office tomorrow, so if I do another giveaway, I'm mailing it tomorrow. Alright, I've got 34. Did I just do 1? Nope, I did 2. Okay. It was so easy. I'm like, there's no way that there's 2 strips in here, but there were. What's wrong with Welsh Troll? Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Oh. He's my husband. Oh, kind of like how my husband likes to pop in when he's at work and troll me a little bit. Yeah, it was a Saturday at TwitchCon. We had 3 giveaways in one stream. Well, I mean, I did have 2 raids today. I mean, I'm lucky if I get 1 raid. I had 2 in the same day. For those of you, if this is the first stream that you're watching for me, my permanent schedule is listed below. I do try to stream at least 2 nights, 2 days, 1 early morning. Saturdays, depends upon what I will stream the weekends, but the time depends upon what I'm doing. And then this way, no matter what goes on in your life, hopefully you can at least catch 1 or 2 streams a week. Okay, so I said 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Are you showing your husband the transformer iron to get it for you? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. 32. And I said I needed 34. So I need to get a 6.5 out of this one. I am in Eastern Standard Time. So I try to put that down below for the EST times. And hi, Craft Castellone. Thank you for the follow earlier today. Because you followed me earlier when we were chatting in the other streamers chat, you were one of the reasons why we got some giveaways today. If I do one more follow before I stop streaming, we have a third giveaway. Oh, okay. In fact, I'm going to do this. Okay, so all of the 6.5s are good. Let me do this one. Let me iron this one. I should at least get through making all of my pieces today. I don't know if I'll actually get to laying anything out yet, but I at least get to make all the pieces and have that done. Okay, now for 3.5s. 6 giveaways? Sure, why not? Although, because I'm streaming for 6 hours on Saturday with Megan, and everyone freaking loves Megan. They love when she comes because, I don't know, it's because she's funny and she's amazing. But we have this banter because we do conventions together. And yeah, no, it's amazing. Oh, you're saying 6 new followers for 4 giveaways. Yeah, no, that'd be nice. So I am totally prepared to have like a ton of giveaways on Saturday because Megan's going to be here. And I have no illusions. It's all going to be because of Megan, not because of me. Okay, so for there, I need 32. So 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. So that should be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Perfect. Okay, now for 2 inches. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I don't put my finished quilts on my Etsy shop because I do the convention circuit. So my finished quilts can only be gotten at conventions or by commission. But I do have my pattern line and I sell my kits. So if you want this exact fabric for this pattern, you can get it on my Etsy shop. And I had the lady that runs my Etsy shop is in Chicago. So it is, even though I'm in Canada, if you're in the States, it's not going to cost you extra money. It's not coming from Canada. It's going to come from the States. And if you're in Canada, well, then you just message me and I take care of that. Alright, so before I do that, let me iron. Nope, those don't need ironed. Let me do that. There's 4 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So there's 4, 8. I need 28. Four, 8, 12, 16, 16, and I said 28, right? Yep. 20, 24, 28. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. That is right. Fantastic. And this is good. I realized I drank all my iced tea. Alright. We have everything except for black. I always do black last because it's easier for me to cut those strips. Right, I think I can get away with just 1 3.5. Ooh, vanilla Coke. Where is... Okay, really random question. I am a U.S. citizen, but I live in Canada. So as far as I know, for both the U.S. and Canada, the answer is no, we do not eat mincemeat pies. Although... there is, we've got a pie shop down the street that does meat pies. So it's, like, I can get them all the time, and they're really good. And I live in London, Ontario. My convention schedule can be found on my website. It's quiltoni.com. Normally, I do New York Comic Con, Awesome Con in Washington, D.C., C2E2 in Chicago, Gen Con in Indianapolis, MagFest in Maryland, Too Many Games in Pennsylvania. I think those are all my regulars. And then I'll do outliers. I'll do other... So if a convention brings me in as a guest, I will... Oh, and Dragon Con. I can't forget Dragon Con. Dragon Con in Georgia. And then conventions will bring me as a guest. I also speak at quilt guilds, sewing stores, and quilt stores. Kimchi! Oh, I love kimchi. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I have, life's too short for tasteless things. Oh, I agree. So, no, feel free to put links in there. I have no restrictions. So, if you want to share pictures, if you want to share pictures of your animals, I like that. I like pictures of animals. If you want to ever share any links of things, please feel free to do it. And USA just linked my YouTube. After my streams, I always put my stream up on YouTube. So if I show you a technique or something, if you want to go back and rewatch it, you can go rewatch it on YouTube. So it's, unfortunately, Twitch takes away my videos after a certain time frame because I'm not a partner, but they'll always be on YouTube. Okay, let me take a look at this. I have never had mincemeat. Huh. So it's not meat. That looks awesome. It's got brandy. I love the taste of brandy. Ooh, I'll see you later, Doug. Thanks for popping by today. Okay. Okay. Because we are a... We just got a sub! For YouTube! Thank you! You like my little zombie thing for my sub for YouTubes? Thank you! Oh, mincemeat with cognac? Ooh, nice. Okay. No, guys, no, that wasn't... I'm gonna have to put... Guys, that wasn't the tone. They all came running. Alright, now you guys are all subscribing on YouTube. Now I have to give the dogs treats because they hear all these tones and they think that we have a, either a bits, people are giving me bits, or they're rating. I know, guys. Okay, I'll give you treats. Let me take this. And go back. Alright, guys. Treats. Take your places. What are you doing? Come on, take your places. You know the drill. You know the drill. Yes, I know. You're very cute. Thank you. There you go, guys. You're very cute. You may say thank you for making all of the noise. I like that. I thought it was unusually quiet because of all of the... Yeah. Yep. Ooh. I love you guys. I know you're very cute. As long as you stay there, I'll keep the camera on you. Oh, nope, she's going away. Yeah, the cat's all like, what's going on? Yeah, I'd give the cat treats, but the cat doesn't like treats. The cat's weird. Alright, so I said one of there. Now, I'm going to count all of these to see how many 2 inches I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hey, wait. We got follow? We did! Where did... I was so busy giving the animals treats. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay, I gotta stop what I'm doing. All right, let me put this away. Thank you very, very much for the follow. I super appreciate that because it didn't pop up on there. Why did it not pop up? Oh, because my Streamlabs is behind my Stream Element, so I was not on there. So, Sweet Vinaya. I know I'm saying that wrong. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. So you've pushed us over the top, which means we're now doing another giveaway. All right, let me put the black away and take our places. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let's set up our giveaway and then I will talk about it. Okay, you know what? I've had it going this whole time. Which means if you've talked in the past 5 minutes, you're already in the drawing. But I'm going to let it go for a few more minutes, just to make sure that people are not in. So, with my drawings, every 5 new followers while I'm streaming, or in the morning, or whatever, I do a giveaway. Yay, giveaways! Giveaways are for a bunch of my scraps. So what I do is I take an envelope, like a bigger envelope, like about that, a padded envelope about that big. I take a big handful of my scraps. Oh, hey, look, there's some Star Wars and some Ninja Turtles. And I take all these scraps and I shove it in the envelope and I send it to you. I don't care where you live. You can live around the world. Doesn't matter. I will mail it to you. So, in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you must be a follower. So if you are not a follower, you need to get following. And if you are a sub, so if you actually subscribe, either with Twitch Prime, doesn't make a difference, Twitch Prime, or regular sub, or whatever, you get 5 extra tickets into the drawing. So you get 6 tickets. Hey, Alencia! So, yeah, scraps. Also, as Two Wolf just showed you, I've got 2 different levels for my subs for emotes. The sewing machine is a $5 level and the thread is the $10 level. So I'm going to wait a few more moments, so if anyone wants to sub, you can get in there and get those 5 extra tickets. Also, my giveaway tomorrow for a free quilt pattern will also... Thank you. My artist, the one that designed my collector card, is the one that did my emotes. So if you look at the collector card, if you look closely at it, you see the sewing machine on the collector card? It's the same sewing machine because it's the same artist that did them. I love her so much. She's fantastic. If you like nerdcore rap, Twill Distilled is who does it for me. I love her so much. Sweet Vinaya is an Ontarian. Where do you live in Ontario? Because, you know, I'm in London. That is awesome. Yeah, no, I'm very partial to my emotes and my stuff. I love my artist. I love her so much. She's fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to run down the list of people that are in. Ooh, another person in Ottawa? Nice. Did you see Raptor at the meetup that Raptor went to the other day? Because I know Raptor said that that they went to that meetup in Ottawa. See, I remember things. Okay, so in the giveaway so far, we've got Two Wolf, Alencia, Azalita, Craft Castellone, Doug, even though Doug is has stepped away, he's still in there because he talked in the past 10 minutes. Chrissy Ann, I do not want Nightbot. Raptor Kai, I do not want Stream Elements. Sweet Vinaya, Tanti, Usachan, and Welsh Troll. You guys are all in. You didn't go? Oh, that stinks. Because I thought you were going. That is awesome. Okay, so if I've said your name, you are in the giveaway. I'm going to give it one more minute in case there's any last minute subs. Okay, I will take you. It's also, you get my collector card. So with the scraps, I can give you my little collector card as well. So it's up to you if you want to pass on it. I also allow, if you win the giveaway, if you don't want it for yourself, if you want to give it to someone else, you can tell me who you want to give it to. So if there is another person in my channel, or if there's another streamer that's a sewer, you can pass that on. You can have me send it to them as well. Yeah. Yes, Baby Groot says get your Groot on. It's a fantastic shirt. It is a Baby Groot. So Craft Castellon, do you want me to keep you in there? If you want to give the win to somebody else, you can, or just completely take you out. So last minute, I saw a few more people pop back in. So we got one more minute to get in on the drawing. Okay, I'll take you out. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to run right down again. Two Wolf, Alencia, Azalita, Doug, Chrissy Ann, Raptor, Sweet Vinaya, Tanti, Usachan, and Welsh Troll. So those are the people in the drawing. If I did not say your name, you must now say something in chat. I don't care if you give me emotes. I don't care if you say something, but it registers you into the drawing. And if you are a sub, you get 5 extra tickets into the drawing. So you get 6 possible chances to win. Now, if you won a previous giveaway today, I did not say your name because you are not eligible to win more than 1 scrap. But if let's say tomorrow, if I do the pattern giveaway and then I do scrap giveaways, you're eligible for those because it's 2 different prizes. A group beer shirt. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Okay. All right. Let's do our drawing. So yeah, speak now or forever hold your peace. Hey! Although, Monkey, you're not eligible. I've already taken you out. Okay. So, because you've already won. All right. I am going to do it. Okay. Ready? And roll. Hey, Doug won. And Doug isn't watching right now. I'm going to have to message him. You know what? I'm going to message him right now on Facebook and see if he wants it. Because I'll probably just... He's a friend of mine. I may just give him scraps anyways. Alright, I sent him a message on Facebook to see if he wants me to re-roll it. Alright, he's seen it. Alright, he's talking. Yeah, he says yay. He's so funny. Yes, he wants me to send him scraps. Okay. No, of course, even though he's a friend of mine, he still wants the scraps. So that's fine. Okay, so Doug won it. Alright, so let me... Send me your address, please. Alright, so we got our 3 winners. Yay! Okay. And if I get 5 more follows, we'll get a 4th giveaway. So, I love giveaways. I love giving stuff away. It's fantastic. Awesome. I'm thinking if I'm missing anything. Nope, I'm good. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing. I was cutting the black. So... Oh, yes. So, Megan is going to be bringing some of her scraps from her corsets. So, like satins, brocades, things like that. And we're going to be including all of those in the giveaways for Saturday. Beluga Boo Screws, and you've been in the wrong chat. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. This is what happens whenever you are in too many streams. Although, I am really, really bad for that too. Like, I had like 4 open this morning, like trying to like watch 4 different streamers. Yeah. Alright, these are all my 2 inches that I need to sew. Okay, my many floofs. I have, Hestia is the cat. Come here, Alfred. Come here, baby. Oh, he's the only one that's down here right now. This is Alfred. No, too many streams isn't a thing. There's no such thing as too many streams. Just like someone told someone earlier that they had too much fabric, and I got very upset about that. There's no such thing as too much fabric. So, thank you. I'm getting kisses. This is Alfred. Alfred is a Chion. So he is half Chihuahua, half Papillon. He's my little guy. He's 6 pounds. You're a good boy, aren't you? I love you. You're a good boy. And then Soleil is the full Papillon that looks just like him. And Marley is the Pomeranian. Chrissy Ann, I have no clue what you're talking about. No. I have no clue what you're talking about. There's certain things that we don't talk when the corset woman is in my chat. Who's getting married in May. I don't know what you're talking about. And she starts laughing. No, it's, she knows I'm making, and I call it the corset quilt because so Megan gave me a whole bunch, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Megan, the corset woman, Joy Drop, gave me a whole bunch of her scraps that from her corsets. I told her, give me a bunch of your scraps and I will turn it. Treats! Now you get to see all 3 of them. And I will turn it into a quilt for your wedding present. So she knows I'm making something for her. You like how Soleil immediately goes running in there? All right, guys, ready? Sit. Here's Marley, Alfred, Soleil. No, you're fine, Chrissy. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Don't leave. You're fine. No, I was teasing you a little bit. Megan knows I'm making her a quilt, and she knows I'm making it out of her corset stuff. So she knows I'm making it as some kind of corset quilt. She doesn't know what it looks like. She doesn't know what it is. So I tell her whenever I'm streaming and working on it, and so she's not going to see it until she's not allowed to watch the stream at all until she gets the quilt. So I'll tell her, hey, I'm streaming your quilt. Do not watch, and she won't because I know her. May have to stream from the wedding in case Tony has enough to drink. And oh no, I don't karaoke. I don't sing. I don't dance. I don't sing. But I still may live stream from your wedding. That'd be fun. I like how the dogs immediately go away after they get treats. So yeah, no, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that, Chrissy Ann. I'm just teasing you. So she just gave me a bunch more fabric because I need to expand it out and do some more border work on it. So I'm still not done with it. So I still need to work on it. So I will be streaming at least one more time for the corset quilt so that you can see me expand it and do a bunch of other things. I do like my tequila. See, but my stream is PG. When I drink, I swear a lot. I swear so much. Whenever I drink. You know this, Megan. You know I swear a lot. I may have to, like, put a parental warning if you make me drink at your wedding. If you make me drink and we stream. No, see, I have, my stream is PG because I teach lots of kids classes, and I encourage the kids to come and watch me stream and learn how to sew and quilt. So, yeah, for that one time I may have to put the parental warning on there. If you make me drink on it. Okay, Chrissy Ann, you seriously didn't leave, did you? I really don't want you to feel like you're upset. Because I was teasing a little bit. I don't remember Gusto. Who's Gusto? Okay, black. I need... Whoops. I only need 2 6.5s. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this first. So let's do 4 8 and 4 8 12. I think. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Oh, yes! The wine bistro! Yes! Oh, that's so funny, Chrissy. The irony of confidentiality. Yes! Okay, wait, I play a community game like Jackbox games and teach people how to say and do awesome things. Oh, that is awesome, Monkey. That is freaking awesome. Okay, Chrissy, I'm glad you actually didn't leave that. Yes, we totally traumatized Jordan. I got so drunk. We went to this wine bar. It was amazing, and I traumatized my child. Because, now, my child loves when I drag her along to things with other people from conventions. We traumatize her. She's a good kid. Hestia, we think, is like 5 or 6 years old. We don't know. She adopted us. We found her in a snowstorm in the middle of winter 3 years ago. It was 3 or 4 years ago. And she's deaf. So that's why she doesn't move. That's why she doesn't do anything, because she can't hear you. So, 4, 8... Dang it, I need one more 3.5. You know what? I think... Oh, no I don't. I need more. What am I thinking? I need another black piece. I can't count. Well, she's not really little. She's 15. That's funny. So that's why when I joke about how we take her out for these things and we traumatize her, yeah, that kid knows so much stuff. I like Quiplash. Yes. Yes. Okay, so Cards Against Humanity is one of my favorite... Cards Against Humanity is one of my favorite things to play at conventions. I love it. Like, and we have a tradition at MagFest. Everyone that is in my friends group goes back to my parents' house after MagFest is finished Sunday night, and we play a really long game of Cards Against Humanity, and it's just our wind down. We have a really good time, and every year we put in a new card for something that's happened at MagFest. So, and we put the date on there to remind ourselves. So, last year's card after was discovering a bottle full of pee in your booth. Yeah. Okay, so 6.5. Okay, so there's the 2. So I've got the black. Now I need 18. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I like the raise his eyebrows. Oh, I'll tell you the story in a second. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 14, 16. Dang it, I need another. I cannot count today. Yes, 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 I ordered the holiday special from Cards Against Humanity this year. I am so... Okay, I don't know if it's sterile, so this is what happened. So I have 16, so I need 2 more for that. Seems Geeky, who is a friend of mine, is an embroiderer. So if you watched any of my TwitchCon streams, she was the one that shared my space with me at TwitchCon. And she does MagFest every year as well. And we always have our booths next to each other because sometimes her husband can't be there with her. So we help cover her booth, you know, give her potty breaks, help her set up, break down, things like that. 'Cause she's a friend of mine. And last year her husband did go with her. So They all went before me. I don't know if I had a plan. I don't know if I had a meeting. I don't know what happened, but I went there after they did. And when I got there, all they were talking about is this pea. And I'm like, what's going on? Well, whenever we break down at MagFest, we take all of our product down, and I put it in bins, and then I put it into a locked room because it's a 24-hour convention. She brings her products down into bins and then locks all of the bins at the table, and then takes a cloth and then surrounds her booth. So they went to open up, and they opened their booth, and they found a Coke bottle, like not the small one, but like the not the full liter, but like the middle one, full of pee, sitting in at their booth. There's a freaking trash can, like, right over there. Why was it in their booth? Yes, I could see someone gaming and not being able to make it all the way to the bathroom, so they, like sneak in there to pee into a bottle. But why would you leave it in the booth? Go put it in the trash. Like, seriously. Yeah. People are gross. Like, we have no clue who did it or what happened. All we know is that they discovered a bottle of pee. Yeah, I agree. It's ew. Don't lie. You did it. No, I've got, what is that called? Like the cup aimer thing? Where as a girl, I can basically aim where I pee. It's like this little cup thing. It's like for camping. What is it called? Yes. So it's yeah, I could totally pee into a little bottle. No, there are so many stories of things that happens at conventions. You guys would be so surprised. It's not just a funnel. It has a special name, and it's for camping. So it's funny. So Jordan is my stepdaughter. Although I'm older than her father. And she lives with us most of the time, though. So that's why she's with her mom this week. It's why you don't hear her at all today. So she wrote a thing for school, a project on her family. And she does all this stuff on her dad, all this stuff on her mom, and then there's a page dedicated to me and conventions. And then she's talking about when I brought her to Gen Con this year. It was just the two of us. My husband didn't go. And she's talking. Speaking of, is my husband. And she's talking all about the convention. So in there, she says, and there wasn't that much drama. You'd be surprised how much drama there is at conventions. I'm like, oh yeah, she knows all of it. Okay, where was I? I just need 2 more of these, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yes. 18. Okay, I got that. I got my 3.5s. A doofa fitting funnel. Okay, and then I need 22 twos. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So tonight is the night that we are going to finish Stranger Things. My husband and I have been watching it since Jordan is at her mom's this week, and she's already seen it. We're like, okay, we're going to watch it. We have 2 episodes to go. It's going to happen tonight. Alright, I am done cutting all the solid pieces. Oh, I didn't know that. So the female funnel was originally made for military female pilots. That would make sense. Because it's I know astronauts wear diapers. Oh, I guess I'm like, wait, where's the Star Wars? You must be looking at my website. Thank you very much. I need to put some more up there. So the Tetris quilts are unique in that, oh no, you're fine. So with my Tetris quilts, basically you play a game of Tetris, you take a screenshot, and you send it to me. And then I turn it into a quilt. So I'm guessing because my husband popped in here, he's still at work. So I was going to stop streaming at 4 o'clock, but the kid is at her mom's this week. And he's not here yet. So I think I'm just going to keep on streaming. I'm going to stream until he comes home. No, the Settler's quilt is actually, it's a small one. It's like if you, oh, I don't have it on my Etsy page. I need to do that. It is it's a hand quilt. So it's a English paper piecing quilt. I actually offer the pattern and I offer the kit at conventions, and I will get it up on my Etsy. The lady that runs my Etsy store has them in stock. I just haven't actually put it on there yet because I'm being lazy and I need to do that. I think it's 20 inches by 20 inches is the size. See, USA, I'm trying to get 5 more follows to do another giveaway. I'm trying to get you a giveaway. Yes, Sprite Stitch. Yeah, Sprite Stitch is awesome. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, no, go and make sure if you don't follow my Facebook, follow it, because especially at Market, I do giveaways from companies. So I get together with companies in the quilt industry, in the quilt world, and we do giveaways. We give stuff away. We gave away one of these awesome, fantastic skull chairs that I love so much, I had to get one for myself. It's skull fabric. I love it. It is fantastic. So what you don't see, so this is all of my binding, all binding by the roll up there. I have a whole wall over here of fabric, and I have a whole wall over there of fabric. Yeah, I have a little bit of an obsession. I do have a lot of fabric. See, I'm lucky because I do this for a living. I'm actually set up with all the fabric manufacturers. So I can buy it by the bolt directly from the fabric manufacturers. It is a blessing and it's a curse. It is a blessing because I get the wholesale pricing so that I can afford to sell my things at a reasonable price. It is, yeah. I have a house built of yarn. That is awesome. Oh, you weren't in here for my Stan Lee story? Yeah, I sold a quilt to Stan Lee at Dragon Con this year. It was pretty cool. Binding for, yeah, that's awesome, Raptor. That's fantastic. I love it. That is awesome. You know what? I like the yarn for insulation. That is great, yeah. And it's great. So my studio is in the basement. so there's no windows. So I have all of my fabric on those rolls that you saw, and they're just sitting on bookshelves. So I can sit right here and look at every single bit of my fabrics over there and over there. And I am freezing in this house. I am so jealous of you guys. It's a very warm house and you're never cold. I am freezing in this house. What are you linking? Oh, you're linking the Stan Lee picture? Yeah. That's Stan Lee wearing the quilt that he bought for me. Apparently he still carries it around with him. So if you see him at another convention, you may see him with it. Alright, I'm getting yawny, so that means energy drink. He does. He loves it too. That was like one of the highlights of my life when that happened. So tomorrow's stream, if I have time tonight after I finish streaming or tomorrow morning before I start streaming, I may continue to work on these, but I honestly don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna have time. So tomorrow's stream, I'll just be picking up where I left off today, basically. And tomorrow's stream's the same time, 1 to 4 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday's stream is my early morning stream, so 9 a.m. to noon. And then Saturday, we've got special guest Joy Drop, the corset woman. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish her quilt. Whoa, look at her getting all spiffy for you guys. She cares about how she looks. I have a thanks for popping in, Megan. I will talk to you later. So I'm thinking I'm gonna finish her quilt after MagFest because I've got a break between MagFest and AwesomeCon. Because they haven't heard back from KatsuCon. They were interested in bringing me in, but I haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming I'm not doing KatsuCon. So that means I've got February and most of March off. So most of January, February, most of March off. So I can not only stock up for AwesomeCon/C2E2, because they're back-to-back weekends, but I can work on the stuff, like for Megan, for her wedding quilt. So what I am doing right now is I'm just sewing my strips right side to right side with a 1/4 inch seam straight down, and that is it. And this is what is called stripping. And my bobbin thread is almost gone, but that's okay. Bobbin's out. Gotta change the bobbin thread. And I pre-wind all of my bobbins. So then that way, whenever I'm sewing, I can just keep going. Oh, I think it's got a 5-second delay. Because Usa and Azulita did it at the same time, it only did it the one time. If you do it again now, it should work. I love that bobbin command. It's really, really helpful whenever I'm doing free motion quilting. It is awesome. Have a fantastic dinner, Two Wolf. I honestly don't think I'm going to be streaming much longer. I'm probably going to switch to a teammate soon. Because I'm looking at everything I've got to do here. And I've got to feed the dogs and I still have to make dinner. Thanks for popping in today. Oops. There we go. I was getting caught on there. I don't know. I haven't had time for... I really want to stream Splatoon. But I honestly haven't done it in a long time. I haven't played Splatoon in a long time. I haven't had time. Because I'm supposed to be working on my book. I am so behind on that. I feel so bad. I should have been almost done by now. And I haven't even gotten to the writing part of it. Yeah. I'm so freaking behind. I've got my binder right over there, staring at me, saying, "You're supposed to work on me. You're supposed to work on me. You keep saying you want a book. You have to actually do the work." Dude. I got a stream deck and everything, so I can stream it right from my Switch. Just a matter of doing it right. Initially, I got it. That way I can do streams while I'm down in Maryland at my parents' house if I can't sew it all. No, I wish I could hire a ghostwriter. For the one that I'm writing, I have to do it myself. Because it's a quilt book. No, I never saw that one. No, it's completely different. It's not a book. It's a design book of how to create your own sprites that can be used for quilting, and then how to turn that sprite into a quilt pattern so that you can then make your own quilts. So because I get people that ask me for these random things all the time, but they don't want the quilt, they want the pattern. Well, unless it's going to appeal to a wide range of people, I'm not going to make that pattern. So this way they can make it themselves. So fortunately, it's not something you can just diction it. I have to actually sit down and do the work, because there's a lot of research, lots of things like that for figuring that stuff out. So positive though is that I do have an amazing team of people set up that are going to help me with it. So I've already got Twill Distilled, who does all my artwork for all my stuff. She's going to do all of my graphic design. She's going to do all my layout, all of my stuff for the actual book. So I'm super excited about that. What was Ghostwriter about? I don't remember that one. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to look it up. And the ghost would write in the sky for the sluice. That's really cool. So it was an actual ghost. Huh. That's pretty cool. Okay, it is after 4:30. The dogs normally eat about now, and I think they're probably going to get hungry. So I probably should finish streaming. I don't want to finish, but I need to finish. So, all right, let's take a look to where we can go. Let's see where we can go raid. So, no, I don't want to do that. It was based off a series of books. That's really cool. Okay, so I want to open this. Oh, one of the 90s shows promote literacy. Okay, I get it. Okay, so we're going to go. Who have we got in my team? We've got Beetle at Bay. It looks like she's doing crochet. Oh, amigurumi stuff. Oh, she's making a murloc. We've got, of course, Bonsai Baby. We all know Bonsai Baby. Who else? It looks like Tai is doing some crochet amigurumi as well. It looks like she's making like some little octopus things. Hello Mandy B. Looks like she is knitting. And who else? McKay looks like she is crocheting. Knit Happens is knitting. And that is everyone on the front page of Naughty by Nature that is crafting. Yes, I'm going to head off. I've got to go feed the dogs. So, but I will, no, I talked to Bonsai Baby about it, but I haven't had a chance to do it yet. So I will be back tomorrow about between same time 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow is my other afternoon stream. So just feed them more treats. All right, so you want to do Beetle at Bay? Beetle at Bay is doing crochet. It's amigurumi. It looks like she's making a crocheted murloc, which looks so super cool. Okay, all right, so we are going to go to Beetle at Bay before I stick in there the raid so you guys know where we're going to go and you can join the raid. If you have not done this yet, I am going to post a thing. So this... Whoa, why is it doing that? That's weird. Twitch is all being buggy. It's being super, super buggy. So... raid. There we go. Oh, wait. Exclamation point. There we go. So, copy and paste that. What you're going to do is you're going to join the raid. And then it's going to automatically take everyone over to her channel in 30 seconds. So, you'll be switched from my channel automatically over to her channel. And then paste that in the chat a whole bunch of times. Because it's fun. And then I will automatically host her as well after 30 seconds. So, we are going to go raid. Let's see. Beetle at Bay. So, you should have a little thing that has popped up. You want to click join. And then that way, in 30 seconds, when it finishes, you can automatically go over to her channel. So I'm going to do my goodbye little thing in 30 seconds. We're going to head over. We're going to spam her. So make sure you copy and you paste that in a whole bunch of times. Oh no, it is fantastic. It was all me before. So it's not really buggy. So make sure you've got it. You can get it set up so that you can go ahead and post that a bunch. Raiding is a lot of fun. I like raiding. So, hey, Dreaming and Ada, we are getting ready to go raid Beetle at Bay. So... follow us over at Beetle at Bay. It's going to switch over in about 10 seconds. So, thanks, guys, for joining me. I super appreciate it. I'll see everyone tomorrow afternoon.